In this lecture, we will talk about how to create presence. We talked about the importance of presence, the teacher's presence, and the student's presence in an earlier lecture. And now I'm going to show you exactly my setup for displaying my presence as a teacher before I can ask the student presence to be demonstrated in an online classroom. I'll show you my setup for creating a presence that I have around here in my classroom, in my little studio that I have created. So this is how it looks like. First of all, you see here in this that this is a large screen TV in front of me, and this is behind my computer. I'm looking at my computer right here, but behind me, when I'm looking at students on a large 55-inch screen TV. And on the two sides, you see here, these are two lights. These two lights show me the way I'm looking at in sort of a bright daylight, clear, so that when the students are looking at me from their end, on their devices, on their computers, they can see me clearly. This is another view of that. This is a close-up. This is what I was telling you when I was saying that my computer is right here. This is what I'm working on, and I'm showing you all that I'm showing you here from this computer. And behind the computer, this is the camera. If you look at this is the camera I'm talking about. This is an external camera. It's a relatively higher definition. It's 4K actually, but you can get away with any kind of a good camera as long as this camera is at my eye level. If you look at it, I'm looking at the camera, and this is right at my eye level. I'm not looking at my computer down here and constantly showing my nostrils. So I'll be showing my face to my students right there, just like I'm talking to them. This is an aspect of displaying and emphasizing your presence to your students. And in this, I have, if you look at this here, in the near corner, this is a little device here, and another close-up view of the screen. When I'm looking at my students, I'm looking at my students pretty clear because I'm sitting about maybe 4 feet away from this large screen TV, and I can see exactly what their facial expressions are, which are important for me to know where there is some kind of a confusion, where there's some kind of uncertainty on their faces, so that I could explain it further. This is another angle, a close-up of the setup that I have of my computer and the monitor, the large screen TV monitor behind it. And in the corner here, this is my this is the mic I was talking about. I can show you here. This is an external Yeti mic. I can give you the description of this mic separately and where to buy it. I think this costs about $100, but you don't have to go to this level of sound clarity and this kind of investment in this if there's no need for that. You can get away with a decent mic for about $20-25, something like that, at Amazon. If I could show you here behind me, what right now you're looking at all black, because I have a green screen behind me, and this is behind my chair. This is a green screen. If I turn my green screen off, you'll be able to see that I'm not sitting in front of a black background. I'm sitting in front of a green background. And instead of if I want to change this, I want to put a different picture instead of just a black background, I can use any image that is relevant to my lesson or relevant to my conversation, my talk. I can use that to replace this black background, and instead put something that can extend conversation. This could be a conversation starter. Hey, what is behind you? If I could just put up something else, let's say if I could put up here a modern house, or if I could just put up a beach. Okay, You can start a conversation about the palm trees and all that. You can use even videos. It doesn't have to be a static image. You can use even videos for this kind of a conversation. So back to my black background. If I could go to another view, this is another view of the same setup. We're showing my camera, the setup of my external camera here. And if I go next here, these are the two lights that we're talking about. These are like a daylight, 5,000 lumen on each side that I have here. These show me in pretty clear light and luminosity here. But you can, if you don't want to go that far, the newer LED lights are available, which are far cheaper and far more economical in terms of their power usage, that you can replace these big lights with something smaller, on a smaller table here. My table setup, is pretty large here, but you don't have to have that large a setup. This is showing you another angle behind the camera, and also showing you my sitting chair and the green screen behind. This green screen probably cost me at $25, $30, something like that. I can put a description here too for this one. This is now, we are going to another angle. This is not a sitting setup. This setup is on a large projector screen, and I can see this is a 100-inch projector screen, and I have a monitor attached to that screen. If I could show you, this is the monitor I was talking about. This is this is the monitor. Unfortunately, I can't show you very clear here because it's very close to the camera here. But this is a projector that is projecting a Zoom meeting right here. So this is where it's showing you here. I will also show you another angle here and of the screen. When I'm doing this stand-up presentations, or when I'm doing conferences, or when I'm doing some kind of a presentation or workshop, I don't sit on a chair like this one. I will be standing up and actually walking. This is a walking treadmill. It's not a running treadmill. It's a walking treadmill, and I put my computer right here at the top. You see this is a kind of a stand, a computer desk, you can say, a portable computer desk. When I put a computer on this, this comes to my eye level. So instead of having this external camera, I can use the internal camera, but I will still be at the eye level with my audience, and I'll be walking. So I'm not, just standing for hours and hours. If this is a 2-hour conference or 2-hour presentation, I'll be standing, or 2-hour classroom lesson, I would rather be walking. So this is where a wholesome work and workout balance comes in. So I'm not only working, I'm also working out while I'm teaching and while I'm giving my lectures. I'll show you another tool here that I use. If you look at this one, this is not just any desk. This is a desk, which is lying in front of my projector screen once again. And this is not an ordinary desk. This is a fit desk. Many people have it. And if you look at this, so side by side, my walking treadmill desk and my fit desk, both are there in front of the projector screen. And again, I can work out and teach at the same time. So this is not just any desk. This is a stationary bike along with a computer desk that I can use here. And if I could show you another angle of this, this is how it looks like, and it's placed right in front of my projector screen, so I can work and work out at the same time. This is very helpful, especially when you have to work from home for longer periods of time. A setup like this one not only makes it very natural for your students and for your audience, it also makes your time of extended standing, sitting, teaching much more palatable than otherwise it will become a little difficult. So, this was about displaying your presence. In the next lecture, we'll talk about Google Jamboard. Until then, bye bye.